welcome to the next part of the video. In today's video we will be learning about how we can draw the histogram. So हम पहले वाले वीडियोस में ऑलरेडी देख चुके हैं कि स्टैटिस्टिक्स का मतलब क्या है, टैबुलर रिप्रेजेंटेशन कैसे करते हैं एंड बार ग्राफ्स कैसे बनाते हैं, विच वॉज ऑलरेडी वी हैव स्टडीड इन द प्रीवियस क्लासेस. नाउ वी विल बी स्टार्टिंग विद the histograms. So basically we have three representation for graphical representation, which I told you in the last video itself. So let's have a look for a graphical representation here. Here is a question, and the main thing which I need to explain you is what is the difference between a bar graph and a histogram. That is the main important thing. First we should know how they differ. So हिस्टोग्राम एंड बार ग्राफ. बार ग्राफ मैंने आपको कल ही बताया था कि द इंफॉर्मेशन, द कलेक्शन ऑफ डाटा विच इज डन कैन बी प्लॉटेड ऑन द बार ग्राफ्स, whereas for an continuous interval which we have, as you can see in this question, 30 to 35, 35 to 40, 40 to 45, 45 to 50 and so on. So you can see this is the continuous interval. So जो continuous intervals रहती हैं, that is one after the another. So for that we need to draw histogram. So let's see how we can draw the histogram for the given question. Now you can see these are the weights of the students and these are the number of students. Means 9 students weighs between 30 to 35. 6 students weighs between 35 to 40 and 15 weighs between 40 to 45 and so on. So we have a data for 36 students over here. 36 स्टूडेंट्स के वेट की रेंज हमें दी हुई है, किस बच्चे का कितना वेट है, बट दे हैव मेंशन्ड द रेंज. सो दैट्स व्हाई द डाटा इज कंटिन्यूस. बार ग्राफ में जब बनाते थे स्पेसिफिकली वेट दिया होता था, तो दैट इज अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन वेयर यू कैन सी द बार ग्राफ्स एंड द हिस्टोग्राम. सो दीज आर द इंटरवल्स. दिस इज नोन एज क्लास इंटरवल्स. नाउ हाउ वी कैन प्लॉट इट, लेट्स सी हियर. अगेन दिस इज आवर एक्स एक्सिस and this is our y axis. Fine. Now the range starts from 30 to 35, 35 to 40. Means here it is 0. So we are not going to start it from 0. तो 0 से नहीं start करते हैं तो we need to have a king over there. उसका symbol ऐसा रहता है. Fine. So this means कि you are 0 to 30 का आप gap छोड़ रहे हो. So this is 30 for you, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. कहाँ तक इंटरवल मार्क करनी है? 60 तक. Now what we have as number of students. Number of students, that is nothing but the frequency of student. I can tell these are the frequency. दो के इसमें मार्क करती हूँ तो हो जाएगा 2, 4. एंड स्केल देख करके लेनी है. आपका ग्राफ पेपर पूरे ग्राफ पेपर में बना रहे हैं तो 15 का स्केल 1 1 भी लेंगे तो भी हो जाएगा. सो हाईएस्ट देखेंगे एंड उसके हिसाब से मार्क करेंगे कि हमारा स्केल कितना बैठ सकता है. So 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Fine. Now the first thing is 9 students weighs between 30 to 35. 30 to 35 में कितने students weighs करते हैं? 9. तो it will be middle of this. So these many students which are weighing between 30 to 35. Now 35 to 40, how many students? 6 students. 6 students weighs between 35 to 40. 35 to 40. That's why they are continuous. 35 to 40. 30 to 35 के बीच में ये वाला बार, 35 to 40 के बीच में ये वाला बार. 40 to 45 weighs 15 students. 15 will come in middle of this. Here somewhat. 45. Now we have 45 to 50 as 3. 50 to 55, 1. That will be half of here. 55 to 60 is 2. So I can say this is a historical pictorial representation in the form of an histogram for the data which was given to us, and the data was given in the class intervals, which was the continuous class intervals. Now the question arises, if the class intervals are not continuous, then what we need to do is we need to make the class interval continuous. Then only we can plot or we can represent in the form of the histogram. We will see that type of questions, so you can know how to solve such type of questions. So I hope the basic of the histogram, this is the most basic question which I have taken here, must be clear. And in the given question, don't forget to mark, these are nothing but the weights. So write here weights. These are the weights, and this is nothing but the number of students which we have. So we need to mention number of students here. So this is nothing but number of students. So axis should be marked. Always we need to mark the axis. What we are marking in the axis should be clear. So this is the way, this is actually the pictorial representation, how we do it. Now the question given to us is, the length of 40 leaves of a plant are measured correct to 1 millimeter, and the data obtained is, and draw the histogram. The data obtained is, this is the data obtained, and we need to draw the histogram for the given data. So length in mm, 118 to 126 mm. How many leaves are there? 3 leaves are there for 118 to 126 mm. 5 leaves are there between 127 to 135, and so on as the data is given to us. Now the thing to remember here is that कि हम जो class interval इधर देख रहे हैं वो continuous नहीं है. In the last sum which we have 30 to 40 था, 40 to 45 था, मतलब जो 45 था, तो जो class interval ये है वही इधर number था. Means upper limit of the first class was the lower limit of the second class. In this case, can you see the upper limit of the first class is not the same as the lower limit of the second class. Now what we need to do is need to make the data continuous first. So data को continuous बनाएंगे कैसे? That is the main question, how we can make continuous. So we need to make the data continuous, then only we can plot the histogram for the following given data. Let's see how we make the continuous. So main thing is how we make the class intervals continuous. So continuous कैसे बनाते हैं? We need to subtract 0.5 from the lower limit and need to add 0.5 to the upper limit. Let's see how. 118 में से 0.5 अगर मैं minus कर दूँ तो I will get 117.5 to 126 में 0.5 add किया तो I will get 126.5. Similarly 127 में से 0.5 minus किया I will get 126.5. And this will be 135.5. Now this 136 में से 0.5 minus किया 135.5. 44 add किया 144.5. Now 145 से 143 again minus करेंगे तो कितना बन जाएगा? 144.5 to 153.5. 153.5 to 162.5. 162.5 to 171.5, 171.5 to 180.5. Can you now see this new class interval is nothing but the continuous class interval? So if this is the continuous class interval, can we now plot the histogram for the given data? Yes. And the main thing what we need to add and what we need to subtract is much more important. आप लोगों ने इधर देखा होगा कि इन दोनों के बीच का डिफरेंस कितना है? 127 minus 126 gives you 1. तो जो भी ये दोनों के बीच का डिफरेंस आता है वो डिफरेंस का हाफ मतलब 0.5 हो गया. वो डिफरेंस का हाफ हम लोग इधर क्या करेंगे? सबट्रैक्ट करेंगे और इधर ऐड करेंगे. इधर सबट्रैक्ट करेंगे और इधर ऐड करेंगे. तो जो डाटा आपको दिया जाएगा ये कांस्टेंट होगा. 136 minus 135 1, 145 minus 144 1. So this is constant. This difference is constant in each and every sum. So if this distance is constant in the class interval, then we can add and subtract to this 0.5. अगर यहाँ पर अगर यदि difference 2 का होता, so then we would have been divided by 2 and हम लोग क्या करते? 1 subtract करते, 1 add करते, 1 subtract करते, 1 add करते. So how we decide this 0.5 factor is because of this. I hope कि ये टेबल हमने कैसे बनाई वो सभी लोगों को क्लियर होगी. Now what we will be doing is we will be plotting the histogram for this class intervals. Let's see how we can plot it. So again this is our x-axis. On the x-axis I am going to take the lengths in the mm and here there will be the number of leaves. That is y-axis. And this is nothing but my origin. Is my class interval starts from 0? No. If my class interval doesn't start from 0, I need to make a king. so this states that my class intervals do not start from 0. कहाँ से start हो रहा है? 117.5 to 126.5. और आपने एक और चीज नोटिस करी होगी कि 117 यानी तो 118 से 126 का डिफरेंस कितना है? डिफरेंस इज ऑफ 8 एंड दैट रिमेन्स कांस्टेंट. 127 से 135 का डिफरेंस 8, 136 से 144 का डिफरेंस 8, उसको बोलते हैं क्लास साइज. सो द क्लास साइज रिमेन्स सेम. So that is one more important benefit. If class size is not same, then the different strategy we need to apply. So in the current problem, we have a same class size, 117.5 to 126. Then we have 135.5, then 144.5, 153.5, 162.5, 171.5. and 180.5. 180.5. Now how many leaves we have? 12. Maximum we have 12 leaves. So 1 1 का difference ले लेती हूँ. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 and this is 12. ठीक है? Now 3 leaves is in between 117.5 to 126.5. How many leaves we have? 3 leaves. So this is 3. So this is first bar which we have. Now 5 for 126 to 135. 5 for 136 to 135. 135 से लेकर के 144 तक कितने हैं? 9 है. We have 9 leaves. Now 12 for 144.5 to 153.5. Fine. 5 for 153.5 to 162.5. So we have 5 for this. 4 for 162.5 and 2 for 171.5 to 180.5. So I hope this histogram must be clear. Now it is important to write on the axis what we are taking. So on x-axis we are taking length. So this is nothing but the length. So I am writing it here. मैं x axis पे क्या ले रही हूँ? Length ले रही हूँ. And y axis पे I am taking number of leaves. So this is number of leaves which I have. Fine. So this is the way how we can represent the given data in the histogram. So first of all, it is very important, it's necessary to check whether the given class intervals are continuous or not, whether the class size is equal or not. If it is not equal, the class intervals are not equal, not continuous, then we need to change it into the continuous class interval, as we have seen how we need to convert it, and then we need to plot the histogram. Until and unless the class intervals are not continuous, we can't plot the histogram. Fine. Now let's have a look on this question. A teacher wants to analyze the performance of 2 sections of students in a mathematics test of 100. The data given as follows. This is the data which is given to us. Draw the histogram. So what you can see is the marks are given and the number of students are given. Means 7 students lie in the range of 0 to 20, 10 students lie in 20 to 30 and so on. So total we have 90 students and the test was for 100 marks. So can you see 0 to 20 is one scale, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. Data is continuous. Data is continuous. But इधर एक और मुसीबत है. What is the class size? Width of the class क्या है? The width of the class interval for the first one is 0 to 20. 0 to 20 means 20 minus 0 will give you 20 is the class width. Now 20 to 30 is another class width, means 30 minus 20 will give you 10. So can you see that the class width is not constant? यही मैंने पिछले वाले सब में आप लोगों को बताया था. उधर क्या था? उधर क्लास विथ कांस्टेंट थी which we were getting as 8. सभी में 8 मिल रहा था. मींस अपर माइनस लोअर हमको 8 दे रहा था. यहाँ पे अपर माइनस लोअर पहले का 20 आ रहा है, दूसरे का 10 आ रहा है. 40 minus 30 is again 10. This is again 10. 60 minus 50 is again 10. 70 minus 60 is again 10. Now 70 to above. Above means how much marks? 100 marks. तो टोटल कितने होंगे? ज्यादा में ज्यादा 100. तो 70 to 100 के बीच में. So it is 30. So can you see the width size, the class size is not constant in the given data. If it is not constant, we need to change this frequency. ये frequency है कि 7 students 0 to 20 के बीच में lie कर रहे हैं. So how you will compare it by using histogram? अगर आपकी class width ही constant नहीं है तो वो frequency तो गलत हो जाएगी. Because you can't compare कि 10 की width के साथ you cannot compare with 20 का width. यहाँ पे 7 आ रहा है, यहाँ पे 10 आ रहा है, I don't know. So in that case, what we do is we manipulate with the frequency. How we do that? Let's see. So what we will do, first step is we will choose minimum class size. Minimum class size आप इसमें से notice करेंगे तो that is 10. So 10 is the minimum class size. How we will change it? Let's see. What is the frequency for 0 to 20? 7. 7 upon what is the class width for that same interval is 20 into 10. Means frequency upon उसकी ही class width into minimum class width. So this can be the formula. So 7 upon 20 into 10. This 10 and 10, 0 and 0 will get cancelled out. 7 upon 2 comes out to be 3.5. 3.5. तो पहले की frequency क्या गई? This is a new frequency. Fine. Now, second में क्या कर सकते हैं? Again, the frequency is 10 upon what is the class interval for this? 10 into 10, which remains 10. Similarly for this, 10 upon 10 into 10, which remains 10. 20 upon 10 into 10, which remains 10. This 20 upon 10 into 10, which remains again 20. Sorry, this is 20. Now 15 upon 10 into 10, which again remains to be 15. Now this is frequency 8 upon 30 because उसकी class interval कितनी थी? 30 into 10. So 8 divided by 3 will give you 2.666. That is 2.67 we will consider. 2.67 we will consider. So this is a new frequency from which we are going to plot the histogram. So it is very important to check whether the class width is constant or not. Now what we can do is, now this according to this class width we have adjusted the frequency. Now we can plot the histogram with the new frequency which we have calculated over here. Let's see how. Again we will be having class intervals on x-axis and the frequencies on the y-axis. So what is the highest frequency which we have? 20. तो मैं 2 का difference ले लेती हूँ. And here the interval starts from 0 to 20. So I need to start from 0 only. यहाँ पे king बनाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 and 20. So these are the frequencies which I have, or anyway I can say the number of students which I have. So this is nothing but number of students which we have, and the marks are 0 if I apply for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. Maximum marks is 100. So what I need to plot is 0 to 20 के बीच में कितनी frequency? 3.7. अभी ये 7 नहीं देखेंगे हमने जो नई कैलकुलेट करी हुई frequency है, we will be plotting that frequency. So 0 to 20, 3.5. So 3.5 will come somewhere around here, but it is from 0 to 10 mark नहीं करना है, 0 to 20 mark करना है. 0 to 20 mark करना है. Why? Because the class interval is from 0 to 20 for 3.5. Now 20 to 10 is for 10. So here we have 10 and 20 to 10. Now 30 to 40 we have 10. 30 to 40 again we have 10. 40 to 50 we have 20. 40 to 50 we have 20. Now 50 to 60 again we have 20. ठीक है? Now we have 60 to 70, 15 है हमारे पास. 15 will be in between of this. ठीक है? Now 70 to above. 70 to above मतलब कि 100 तक. 72 above. 72 above means this. This is 2.67. 2.67 will be slightly here below 3, which you can see in the gradients if you have, which you have in the graph paper. So this is 70 to 100. So this is the way how we can plot the histogram. If the class width given to us is not equal, first we need to adjust the frequency. What is the frequency? Given frequency upon its class interval into minimum class interval. Frequency upon its class interval into minimum class interval. So this is the way how we can adjust. तो आज हम लोगों ने 3 तरीके के सम देखे हिस्टोग्राम के अंदर. सबसे पहला सम बहुत इजी था जो कि कंटिन्यूस इंटरवल्स में आपको दिया हुआ था. The second sum was the class width was same but the intervals was not same. The interval was not continuous. So हमने उसको continuous बनाया पहले, then we plotted on the graph. Now the third sum was, you can see the intervals was continuous but the class width was not same. If the class width is not same, we need to manipulate the frequency according to the class width and then we need to make the histogram. So I hope all the 3 types of histogram must be clear to you. So here we end the lecture, we end the today's video about the histogram, and in the next video we will be learning about the frequency polygon. So this was the second representation which we done it for the graphical representation, and the last one we will be covering in the next lecture. Then we are left with the mean median mode representation. What do we mean by it? We will see in the further videos. Thank you, and if you like the content, please like, share and subscribe. Bye bye.